got 12 projects, and so like I've already up to, and I gotta check it again. But in terms of like sales and streams, it's like maybe like 4.
Preview. Preview.
All right, well, you're here with your favorite podcast on earth. You're dealing with the Velvet Vibes podcast, and we're here with Marcel P. Black.
What up, man?
We're ready to cook with some grease with us.
Let's do it.
I'm glad we first off, we got a real artist in the building, so that's definitely something to be proud of.
Hey.
So we're gonna ask a couple of questions here. We need to understand the project a little better, understand the way you work, because for y'all that don't know Marcel P. Black, like I gotta give you a super salute the way you work your album, your whole your release tactics, like the whole build up, the way you were posting before the album came out had me like, dang, I'm ready for this. Like where you get that grind from?
It was an accident. What happened was, in the beginning, I hadn't paid for artwork yet. And I needed a creative way to like it was a lot of stuff that went, I ain't gonna say went wrong, but a lot of things that didn't go as planned with the album. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things got pushed back. And so like I always tell artists, like, yes, it's important to be creative and creating our art. Simultaneously, we have to be equally as creative as how we get it to the people. Because, of course I do this for the culture and I love hip hop, but at the same time, like, this is my job.
Exactly.
And so I need support. And so, like, what's going to make, everybody compares me to Killer Mike. What's going to make somebody not listen to Killer Mike, listen to Marcel P. Black? That's what I always think about. Or whoever people compare me to. Somebody compared me to Sean Price last night, which is whatever. But, you know what I'm saying? But, like, so it has to be, my superpower has always been the ability to interact with others. And I've always kind of rested on me being different and not conventional. So when I didn't have my album artwork, but I wanted to start promoting it, I was like, okay, what can I do to like make people interested? And so I was doing the Black Messiah facts, and I got my degree in history, so a lot of that stuff was just kind of come off the top of my head. And then I started doing some research, and I saw people responded to it.
I was taking it in.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, well look, so now I get to like set up what the album is about. I get to educate people. You know what I'm saying? I get to use my history degree that I never used in real life. You know what I'm saying? And so what happened? So if there was a point to where I did have a version of the album artwork which I had to take down because the album artwork was based on some street art by an artist. And I didn't have the proper permission to use it. Okay. So then I had to take it down and go back to it. But people was liking that anyways. You know what I'm saying? So like, and what I did was every single week I picked a different topic that was on the album and kind of.
And that's why you were putting this is not the official.
Absolutely. So like 1 week I used all black women. 1 week I used religious leaders. 1 week I used musicians who are all like either surveilled by like U.S. intelligence agencies or victims of like, whatever, persecuted because of what they were trying to do politically. 1 week I did about snitches. So I talked about J. Edgar Hoover, not J. Edgar Hoover, I'm sorry. I talked about William O'Neill. Okay. The guy who set up Fred Hampton. You know what I'm saying? So just different things that kind of correlate to the context of the album, whatever. And it was a lot of fun. I was supposed to do a week of rappers, but I ran out of it. I wanted to do because I did like extensive research on like Tupac and like how he was like surveilled and like kind of assassinated, but like followed by U.S. intelligence agencies. I could do a whole month about Tupac. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk about how how I feel like Nipsey Hussle was a black messiah. I didn't get a chance to talk about different people like that or whatever. So, and maybe, on the other side, now that the album's out, when I finish this tour up, that might be part of the information I put out to kind of show us how everything rolls into it or whatever. But like I said, like it wasn't nothing. It's one thing I've learned, man, is just consistency. Yeah. So a lot of artists, when they do something, they have these big ideas of grandeur. They do something, and it might not just make them viral the first day, and they give up.
Yeah.
But for me, I noticed 10, 15 people like it, let me do it again.
Yeah.
And so consistently it is built up. And as a person with no label, no manager, no team or nothing like that, I have to use the people as my team, as my sounding board. So the people like it, I'm gonna give the people more what they want. On a genuine level, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it's definitely worked, man, because just on Bandcamp alone, my first week sales for both physicals and digital sales have been better than everything I've ever done.
Yeah, I saw even hip hop. I think
hip hop DX, absolutely, yeah, man. Shout out Justin Ivy. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I've been posting like on those things before, but like as far as like people actually like supporting the album and like purchasing the album and like investing in the album, buying the t-shirts, it's been better than it ever has been. Like on Bandcamp, like, you know, I have 12 projects, and so like I've already up to, and I gotta check it again, but in terms of like sales and streams, it's like maybe like 4 sales under my top seller album, which was Cry Freedom, which was my best album ever up to that point.
Okay.
And in 2 weeks, I'm already like 3 sales under it.
Yeah.
So like, okay, boom, proof that this particular type of rollout was effective.
Heck yeah. So that makes me wonder this, because me listening to the album, the lyrics and the beats are merged so well that I personally want to know this, and I think other people would. Do you write to beats, or do you write and then you find the beat to it?
I write to beats. I very rarely like I don't free write much, and like I don't like for this whole album. There's 2 songs on the cutting board that I didn't make it.
Okay.
Like, I don't free write. I need to. I want to. In 2000, because I love.
But do you think that's awkward? Like, just say if you just write something, or I don't know if you've ever done it before, that you already had it wrote, then you was trying to find a beat.
Every now and then, it's like, so hip hop is a weapon. I had that verse to another beat that actually sent the Raz Cast that, you know, we didn't get a chance to do the record. But when I got the new beat for hip hop is a weapon, I was like, you know what, I can float this over here. The second verse of Until Then, that was on another song that I didn't record years ago.
Okay.
So every now, so I keep like, you know, I got 2 phones right here. So every now and then, like, I'll go back to my old notes or whatever if I'm just not feeling it, or I did say something that mixes with, you know what I'm saying, content wise or flow wise, or, you know, in terms of texture, you know what I'm saying, that goes with it. So, but for the most part, I write to the beats, man. Like I don't like because this is me. I'm not one of the type of guys who makes like 50 songs and like then pick 15.
Yeah.
If I make 50 songs, that's like 3 albums and 2 EPs for me.
Yeah.
And I put them out.
See, I've never understood that either. When people make 100 songs or 50 songs and they try to pick 10 of them.
Well, I think a lot of those people are following kind of a dated industry method.
Yeah.
Because, you know, because now you see a person like Drake or Chris Brown, they putting, you know, 21, 30 songs in the album because of streaming, right?
Yeah.
But like, you know, back then it's like, you know, the industries had particular formulas, so they wanted, you know, the song that's gonna work in the streets, the clubs, the radios. I'm an underground conscious rapper, so my music is based, because, you know, I perform a lot and I travel a lot. So my music is based off, of course, I want to stay true to the culture of hip hop, true to who I am as a man. But most importantly, well, you know, being that I write, you know, with my fan base being the artistic stimuli in that capacity. So like, I know this is what they want to hear from me.
Exactly.
And for me, what I've learned is, as long as I keep it hip hop, as long as I keep it intelligent and black, they'll allow me to create whatever I want to create and take chances.
That, just what you said, allowing you to, you know, keep it black and everything. Your content, have you, like, when you started, did you start off conscious, or did you know, like the first music you were making? Because it seems like you don't.
Well, okay. So I started recording when I was like 16, 17 years old.
Okay.
And, you know, this is like in the late 90s, early 2000s. So we in the era of like Rockefeller, and, you know what I'm saying, and you know, state property and cash money, and, you know, stuff like that. And so you definitely try to rap like your favorite rappers first. Yeah. So, you know, yo, looking hella sexy, squeezing bullets out the red Lexi. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what you listen to. You know what I'm saying? So, so the first group I was with was a label / group, you know, Redland Entertainment group called the Redland. They still doing stuff now. But like, you know, we was like Dead Prayers Light. You know what I'm saying? So our stuff was like really raw, you know, late teens, early 20s conscious rap, aggressive, you know what I'm saying? And because we was all smart dudes. We used to read books.
Do you
and stuff,
still like your original music, or do you listen to your own stuff? Like
I haven't heard like the stuff I did with them in a while because it's not up online. Like after we broke up,
yeah,
I'm not on their Wikipedia page or nothing. I ain't gonna be in the behind the music. I just saw them. I actually saw them when I was in Atlanta last Tuesday or whatever. But so like what they do is completely different from what we did.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not gonna see that old music anymore.
Yeah.
Now when I got to my solo stuff after I left the group or whatever, you know, I am a Little Brother stan. So like this is my first stuff. It sounds like Little Brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really until maybe 2010 when I dropped my second solo EP. You know, and by this time I was 27 years old. I was older, and like I had lived more life, married, graduated from college, had a child. You know what I'm saying? Well, she was born 3 days after the album came out. Project came out, and now I got more life to talk about. Yeah. I've been working in the community in Baton Rouge for years at this point. You know what I'm saying? And so like I have more to talk about, and so I was able to find myself and really like kind of hone in on what I wanted to be as an artist. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you got the beginning of the content you have now.